Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum CS Pro users. Welcome to our tutorial on ValueSet Object for create dynamic value sets. If you have been using array objects in version 7.7 and are thinking about moving to version 8.0, be ready to get the error. In version 8.0, array objects are no longer recommended. In this tutorial, we will address this issue by using the ValueSet object in version 8.0. The ValueSet object for dynamic value sets also works with 7.7. First, we will create a dynamic value set in 7.7 by using ValueSet object and then test it on version 8.0 as well. Start writing the logic for version 7.7. In question 1, using roster information, we will display all members using dynamic value sets. In question 2, only members aged 15 and 24 will be shown. At first, enclose the previous logic from questions 1 and 2 used by displaying dynamic value sets within the comments using curly braces. Now create the value sets object using value set and name it respondent underscore value set. The name can be anything. I have declared it under prog global section, but we can declare it at the field procedure level. Initially, we will invoke the clear function using dot notation. It is very important to use this function to prevent duplicate lists. For instance, running the application for the first time displays only 5 names. However, revisiting question 1 may result in duplicate lists. Even closing and reopening the case could lead to each name being displayed 3 times. To avoid this issue, ensure to utilize the clear function. In question 1, we will use a do-while loop to read all names from the roster. In question 2, we will employ a conditional statement to read the names. Use the while option executes the statements within the loop as long as the condition remains true. We will initialize a numeric dummy variable named counter to 1 on the first line. This loop will continue executing until the counter value exceeds the roster's total count. We will use the record name from the dictionary in the parentheses for the count function. On the second line, we will use the value set name respondent underscore value and invoke the add function using dot notation. In the parentheses, we will pass two expressions separated by a comma. The first expression will be a string label and the second expression will be either a numeric or a string code. In our case, in the first expression, we will add the name of each household member, and on the second expression, we will add the PID from the roster. If the PID is in sequence, starting from 1, you can use the numeric dummy variable counter. Instead, you can write it as PID and include the dummy variable name counter in the parentheses. In both cases, the result will be the same. When the condition becomes false, execution moves to the first statement after the undo keyword. This condition will become false when the counter will exceed the roster count. Here we will utilize the ValueSet function to display the household members' names. We will pass two arguments within the parentheses. The first argument, typically an item name like Q1 in our case, is for creating a dynamic value set in Q1. The second argument is the name of the value set created in the global section initially. Both arguments are separated by a comma. You can see the dynamic value set list when you run the application. To add another option besides the members list, insert another line. After the AND-do keyword, use the add function and pass two expressions, just like we did between the do and do keywords. Now, copy these lines of code and paste them into the Q2 procedure. In the question 2 procedure, we will use a condition to display the dynamic value set focusing on ages from 15 to 24 years. We will place this line of code under an if-else statement. If age is from 15 to 24, then add the name, else skip the name, and if. Save your application. Now run your application to observe the outcome. In question 1, all the members will be visible, while in question 2, only the 3 members within the age range of 15 to 24 years will be visible. Now test the logic in version 8.0. First, click on the compile icon to check for errors due to the use of the array object. In the compiler output window, two error messages will be displayed for question 1 and question 2. To begin, enclose the previous logic from questions 1 and 2 used for displaying dynamic value sets within the comments using curly braces. Copy the question 1 logic from version 7.7 and paste it into question 1 for version 8.0 and repeat the same process for question 2. Press the compile icon again. This time, no error message should appear. To view the outcome, run the application. The result will be the same as in version 7.7. I hope this tutorial helps you address the error. For further details, please refer to the built-in CS Pro help. Keep learning and goodbye.